The reason I'm making this video is because, for the longest time, the Lord's been convicting me about my weight. When I was down at Chris LaSala's, I was the heaviest I've ever been. And if you go back and look at that video, you'll see, I'll put a clip on here, but you'll see I was 267 pounds at that time. And I was feeling convicted about it, and I just didn't know how to deal with it. I literally just cried out to the Lord saying, show me how to do this. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to eat. I don't know, I'm not sure how to go about this, because I've tried before and I've failed, and I don't want to fail. Just within 2 days, the Lord sent somebody that I was doing deliverance on, and she just started to talk to me about her own self, about her own life, and how the Lord was telling her that she needed to lose weight, and the reasons why.
I noticed that the Lord told me to eat very, very little, like to eat just so I can live.
Oh.
Okay. Don't get full, don't get satisfied, no, just enough to live.
Wow.
And he said, get away from the meat, the dairy foods, get away from the bread, do away with sweets.
Wow.
Because you need to lose a lot of weight.
Really?
Yes. And so I've been eating like salads, very little, like a handful.
Wow.
Salads, vegetables, like half a cup of vegetables.
Wow.
And water. That's it.
Wow.
So I know he's doing something, but those were the instructions he gave me.
Okay. Yeah.
So, I know he's going to do something.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I thought, well, maybe Kelly could let me know what's going on here.
If the Lord wants you to lose weight and he wants you to eat, better, then yeah. You're speaking to me too. Maybe that's what I need to do too.
He told me a lot of stuff. I mean, he wasn't like angry with me.
No.
It was just like when you sit down with a friend and he begins to counsel you with love and patience and everything. And like I felt he was telling me, you still have a long way to go in life.
Oh yeah.
If you want to. That's
Yeah.
what he said, if you want to.
Right, I see.
And I'm like, what do you mean, Lord? I go, my life is in your hands. He goes, it's in your hands too. You could lengthen it or shorten it.
Mm-hmm.
He said, the way you're going, you're shortening it because you're eating everything you're not supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I weigh 170.
Yeah.
He said you're supposed to weigh 120, 125.
Wow.
And I said, Lord, that's too skinny. He goes, that's what you need to weigh.
Wow.
That's what you need to weigh. See, because I'm 4'11".
Yeah.
I'm a thumbtack.
Yeah. Okay.
So, and he says, you're shortening your life. How could you be useful to me or to anybody? You can't.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, that's why you're sick. He goes, and I could heal you, but I won't. And that shocked me. I'm like, you know,
Oh, wow.
just telling everybody's prayed for me.
Yeah.
Everybody you know, I know. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of good ministers that has prayed for me.
Okay.
And I get a little bit of deliverance,
Yeah.
but I don't get healed.
Mm-hmm.
And we know that the healing, the Lord gives it.
Yeah.
No man gives healing
Yeah.
except the Lord.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
he said, I could heal you, but I won't. And
Wow.
I'm like, I'm like, what? And he goes, if I heal you like this, you'll go back to the same thing, and eventually you'll die real quick, real quick.
Wow.
He says, but if I allow you to know the reason behind all this sickness, then you will learn off of it. You will apply it to yourself and teach others.
Wow.
He says, but you can't teach others unless it's proven fact, unless you show it.
Yeah.
They have to see it,
Yeah.
you know, to believe you.
Yeah.
And he says, that's why I'm not going to do it.
Wow.
Like, I wanted to cry, like, Lord, take this off of me quick, you know. But yeah, he's going to teach me how to eat. And he says, your stomach is real small. You're tiny, you're petite, and your stomach is supposed to be small.
Yeah.
But I know it's like 3 times its size.
Oh, yeah.
And you keep eating everything that you're not supposed to until it explodes. So you need to start cutting down, and once you get down to the weight, you have to maintain it by eating the proper food. Then you introduce yourself to, you know, the proper food, but you still have to eat very, very little in order just to survive.
Wow.
I'm like, so what's the use of living? I mean, you want to eat, you know. I like pizza, hamburgers,
Yeah.
enchiladas, you know, I love all that stuff. And he goes, and you could eat it once you lose your weight. But instead of eating 2 or 3 enchiladas, you're going to have half of one.
Wow.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I could, because it tastes so good, you know.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, the enemy wants you to think it's good. How good is it when you see yourself in the hospital or and sick?
Wow.
Because I have no problem healing people, but they keep going to the same vomit. They keep going to the same thing.
Yeah.
I said, Lord, you're going to have to give me the strength, because I can't promise you nothing. You know me, Lord, better than what I know myself. And he said, he said, don't worry, just do it.
You know, as she was discussing this stuff with me, I was just bringing conviction on me. I was just feeling more and more convicted, and she was basically preaching to me. It was everything that she was saying was exactly what I needed to know and understand about how I was going to lose weight and how I was going to maintain it. And so I really feel that this information needs to get out. If there's anybody out there that, you know, is struggling in this area, I believe I found the answer. I believe the Lord has given the answer, you know, to overcome this weight and to overcome and to maintain, you know, a healthy lifestyle. I actually waited for a couple of months before I made this video, because I wanted to make sure that it worked, and I wanted to make sure that I was going to be able to maintain what the Lord is showing me or whatever. And you know, it's been 2.5 months, and I've actually lost, so far to date, 23 pounds. So in 2 months I've lost 23 pounds, praise the Lord. you know, and I'm just going to continue. I like the lifestyle now, and I'm actually just about to go for my daily walk now. Just changing my diet helped me lose the first 20 pounds. And, you know, and just recently I've begun to go on a daily kind of a speed walk to add some exercise into my routine and burn more calories that way. So I'm about to go and have my daily walk right now. All right, I'll talk to you later. Just entering this nice little park that's just a block from my home, from my apartment, and it's got nice little walking trails. Good morning.
Hi, morning. Are we in the movie?
You are.
Jehovah dwells here with us. The King of Jacob is our fortress. I'll be still and know He is God. He will be honored. Come before the throne and praise Him.
What I've learned this process of losing weight is that it's 80% nutrition and 20% exercise. So in the beginning, for the first 20 pounds, all I did was change my diet. Didn't exercise at all because I just didn't feel like I could. It was so difficult, it was so hard. But I lost that first 20 pounds, you know, quite quickly. It took about a month and a half. So nice. I'm a Christian too. I'm actually a Deliverance minister.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, nice to meet you.
You too. Nice meeting you.
See you. Good morning. How are you? You don't know that? Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll give you one of my cards, and you can check out my website.
Okay.
And on there, you'll see everything that I do.
Okay.
Okay. I'll explain it a lot better. It's like in the Bible where, you know, all the times when Jesus cast demons out of people.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I do.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So I'm basically doing exactly what the Bible says we can do. Good.
Wow.
All
Interesting.
right?
Yeah. Thank
so
you.
that's good. Okay, God bless. Okay, I didn't get my camera on quickly enough there, but those were Jehovah's Witnesses. And the lady, I had already talked to her one time. And so then I went another lap around in my walk. And when I just came back this time, she asked me what a deliverance minister was. So, and I just missed that part of the conversation. So anyway, so I gave her a card and tell her to go look at my website and she can see. So I'm home now. Kind of a quick walk. Now I'm sweating. Alright, time for a shower. And a shave. Much better. Alright, it's time for breakfast. So I'm going to have an egg and some toast. I switched to rye toast instead of whole wheat because when they harvest wheat, they put Roundup over it. Right before they harvest it, they kill the whole field with Roundup. And then they harvest it, and then the wheat is all, I mean, there's Roundup in it. And it's not good for you. Just look it up online and you'll see.
Come before the throne and praise Him.
I did a Google search and I typed in how many calories should I eat per day, and this is the website that I found. And if you just scroll up, you can see this little calculator here. So you can type in, are you male or female? Type in how old you are, how heavy you are, type in your height, and how active you are. And you just select one of them, close as you can. And then, well, let's put mine in. Me. And I started at 267 pounds. And I'm 5'9". And I was not active at all. And then you click calculate, and it shows you how much, just to maintain my weight, I can eat about 2,500 calories a day. That's with no exercise or anything. If I want to lose weight, I have to drop it down to 2,000. And if I want to lose weight fast, 1,500. And that's what I've been trying to do, is around the 1,500 mark. And sometimes I go over, of course, but that's what I've been trying to do around there. And I've lost 23 pounds so far. Alright, so then on my phone, I found this app called MyFitnessPal by Under Armour. And in here, you just put your information in, and it gives you, your daily calorie goal. And it calculates it also calculates how many calories per day. And in here it calculates 1,560 calories. And so I open this up, and every day I click on this little blue button there, and then I can enter the food. And there it is, and I just enter all the food, and it tells you how many calories, and it adds it all up for you. It's very simple. And you know how much you've got remaining after you've added each bit of food you eat each day. And and if you keep under the daily goal, you're going to lose weight. It's that simple. The app also reminds you, how much fat certain foods have when you go to enter it, how much salt and sodium, how much, what else? It just gives you all the information you need about each food. And if you have something that has a lot of fat in it, it'll pop up a message and tell you your daily goal for fat is a certain amount, so just be careful. It literally warns you about how much fat you're eating, how much salt you're eating, and that kind of stuff too. And it gives you recommended daily amounts. So it's a very good app, and it'll help you. And I think that once you start to really watch what you're eating and adding up calories and learning how much calories are really in, the foods that we're eating, you'll be able to see very easily how much you're actually eating. And I think over time, the more we learn about it, you won't have to have an app to calculate it and keep track of it. You'll have a good idea in your head, and you'll know how much you need to eat each day. And the biggest thing about this whole thing is that it's not about a certain amount of food every day. It's about how active we are in our daily lives. So, you could be working really hard for a couple of weeks. When you're exercising like that and you're exerting that much energy, you need calories, in order to do those kinds of tasks. So, during those couple of weeks, you're going to have to eat more, and that's not gluttony if you're eating more. I take my son out for lunch every week pretty much, and my 26-year-old son, and I put all of his information into the calculator to find out, how many calories a day he needs. And I think it was up to like 33 or 3,500 calories a day. He skateboards everywhere he goes. He doesn't have a driver's license. He doesn't have a vehicle. So he skates to work every day. He snowboards in the wintertime he snowboards and he walks everywhere. And I mean, he's just very, very active. And this kid can eat whatever he wants. He can eat steak every day. He can eat burgers and pizza and whatever he wants. I mean, as much as he wants. We can eat all of that stuff too. Anybody can eat all that stuff, but it's all about portion control, and it's all about how active you are. So yeah, that's the best way I found to keep track of how much we're eating. And gluttony is a difficult sin to quantify because it all has to do with our daily activity. How active we are determines how much food we need. I just want to say that I'm so thankful for, that the Lord revealed all this information to me, and I'm thankful for the people that He revealed this information to me through. Thank you, Anna. I also want to thank Jane. She also felt led by the Lord to, talk to me about the same issue previously before this, and the Lord had already been prompting me, so, the Lord told me, and then 2 other people, so 3 times I was warned. And I'm just thankful that the Lord has showed me this, and I believe it's going to be a lifetime change for me. I also want to say, just to keep myself accountable, that my actual goal is to get down to 200 pounds, and I like to stay at that mark. So I've got about 45 pounds to go. So, keep me accountable, people. All right, God bless y'all. Bye now.